I wanted to do a face video where you could see my face and I could say, hey, hope 2021 is treating you well, and to say it's been 2 years on YouTube and I appreciate you guys being here. And I also wanted to talk about my project life plans for this year. Okay, so project life plans. I have done 9x12, 8.5x11 pocket pages, and 8.5x11 memory planning pages. And 2020, I also am going to finish the year with storyline chapters. You may not see a lot of those process videos. I'm just trying to get them done. I want to move forward and just be quick about it. So for this year, I'm doing 6x12. I'm super excited. My friend Heba is a big inspiration on that. And also, it's just an easier size to get a hold of page protectors. There's less selling out of albums and page protectors. And thirdly, I'm in a season where I don't take a lot of photos. I'm still at home a lot, and I have a preteen, and there's just not a lot of photos. Ebbs and flows, right? So for this video, in a little bit, I'm going to switch over to voiceover, and I'm going to do the title page and the first full week of 2021, and I'm super excited. I will be using Ali Edwards for my for these spreads, and my introduction page is once again black and white. I think I've done that for 2 years, 3 years. It's just easier for me to just stick to black and white neutrals when I do introduction pages. So you guys enjoy. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to switch over to voiceover now. Okay, so this is the pile that I am starting out with, all my digital pieces, and then the first full week printed over to the left, and my January stories by the month over to the right. I have a really old 9x12 Studio Calico transparency, so I'm going to cut it down to 6x12, pull out a page protector so I can punch the holes correctly, because since this album is from Hobby Lobby, the holes do not match Studio Calicos. So I've punched the holes, and now I am going to work on adding that gigantic 2021. I did not realize it was so big when I got it from Ali Edwards, but it's going to work great for this transparency. So I am glad that I got it, and it'll be a great way to open the volume 1 of our adventure for this year. I'm adding a ton of double-sided tape because I want to make sure it's going to stick. And I only realized halfway through putting on the tape that I should just cut it in half. I was going to cut it after I had already adhered it to the 2021, which makes no sense. So I'm going to finish up putting the tape on here, and then I'm going to put it right in the middle of this transparency, and then just push it down and hope it stays. And it's awesome. I love it. So I am glad that I got this piece. I don't think I would have ever put it in a pocket. It would have been too bulky, and I don't know. I just wouldn't have done that. Okay, so for my title card, JSBB, I downloaded the free, I want to say Morgan font. If I can find a link, I will. It was really tricky to find that font and a reputable website. So I downloaded that, and then I put in a bunch of our job titles, which I think are hilarious. My son was laughing, and he's a preteen. So if he's laughing, then I know that I hit the mark. I just decorated one of the 3x4 cards with a digital stamp that says we're in this together. And then I'm using the stamp Starburst, and I'm just stamping that. And I did the same thing for the 4x6 card as well, and then just pop dotted a digital piece that says just us. And then I'm going to go through my word stickers and add a few word stickers to the spread. Later on, I am going to add some stickers to the 4x6 photo, but for now, I'm not. Okay, so moving on to the first full week of the year. I think that's considered week 2, and I'm going to pull out the greens and the blues from my photos and from the kit. I'm trying to decide what my main embellishments are going to be, because I have those wood veneer pieces, but I also have a blue chipboard that says New Year, so I'm going to go with that. And then I decide that since 2 of my photos have some really empty space, I am going to use some December Daily note paper, and I will do that in just a little bit. Right now, I'm working on this 3x4 card about the mealworms. My daughter was given mealworms from one of her school pickups, because we pick up our supplies. And so she is taking care of those with her dad. That is not a job I do. I do other things, but I don't do bugs. So she's going to take care of those with Dad, and I'm just talking about that right here. And then I will work on the other card that actually has a close-up of the mealworms. They started out in a very tiny vial, and we now have them in 3 separate containers because they've changed into pupa, and we don't want them to eat each other, because apparently that's what happens. So this has been quite an interesting project. So I stamped just awesome on that and then journaled about it. So here is one of the 4x6 photos that had some negative space. So I decided to add a journaling spot to the top of it, and then I'm going to put New Year. And I'm just going to talk about distance learning and how we are still doing distance learning 11 months later. And I'm so proud of my kids. It is not what they want to be doing, but they are really doing an awesome job. And if you notice, I did mess up and scribble out something, but I am just going to leave it and move on. So now I am putting the pages back together, and I'm trying to figure out where I want things. I switched a few things around and add a few stickers from the green sheet, and then I'm going to work on this card that had some negative space. And also the photos above my kids' heads, I felt like it was a little distracting, so it worked out good to do a journaling spot. I put a sticker over the star this time that says around here, and I'm just going to talk about how I really enjoy when my kids play together. With their age difference, it doesn't happen often, but it usually involves TV or cartoons and video games, so I will take it. Then I have a blue journaling card, and I want to add something to that, and I'm going to add one day at a time. I'm also stamping a few more of the Starburst. Tell me if I'm wrong, that's what I'm calling them. And I'm going to fussy cut those out and add those as another embellishment. For the one day at a time, I'm going to adhere it to some chipboard because the new year was a chipboard, and I wanted to make my own chipboard since I wanted to balance it out. I also add a small blue chipboard that says ready on top of January memories, and you saw me do another shuffle of the cards just to make sure I didn't have 2 big journaling spots next to each other on the left side. So it's all about balance for me and making sure everything looks aesthetically pleasing. So I am finishing up with the one day at a time chipboard. Sometimes when I'm stamping, I fussy cut out the just the rough edge, or sometimes I do the exact outline of the stamp. On this particular one, I kind of did the exact outline, if that makes sense. I am adding in the little starburst. Those ones I did a rough outline and then just called it done and just added a few. So there you go. Those are the beginning of my 2021, and I really hope you guys enjoyed them. I am so excited to try 6x12 and keep things simple this year, and I'm excited to keep sharing these pages with you. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye.